Alright everybody, welcome back to the Rubber Ducky Homestead. Now in the last episode you saw we cut the grass, but there's a slight issue with it. The grass left a whole bunch of lumps where you'd like go and make bales, but I don't want bales, so now every time I drive over it, it's like going over rumble strips. So I bought this tedder for grass to make, I guess, like straw. And we're gonna see if I use this on my yard, if it clears it up. Now I came down with the John Deere to pick it up. We're actually gonna use the New Holland to pull us around because we are going to be sending the John Deere to the shop to get new tires, so it stops tearing up my yard so much. Now the New Holland could probably use new tires too, but I don't know. I like the look of it better, and just in case I would have to use the New Holland for field work, I'd like to have that option. So we're gonna leave this here, and we're gonna take this over to my shop. Oop, a little bumpy there. And we're gonna park it, and my mechanic's gonna get to it when he can. Because since now we have the workshop here, I don't have to take everything down to Carlo all the time, even though we're there pretty much every day, buying stuff or demoing stuff or just looking at stuff. Put this down, put the bucket down so the hydraulics have a little bit of slack in them, and I'll come get it when he calls me. So we're gonna just bump on over to the New Holland, because you can do that in real life, remember? If you just say you want to go somewhere, you just end up there. So that's just what happened. That's what just happened. But you can see how bumpy that is. It's not good at all. Well, it was a lot worse than the truck. This has an air ride seat in it, so it's not too uncomfortable to be in all day. And I got all my monitors with my fields and some big mirrors and pretty much every control you could possibly want. But we're going to come over here and hook up to this. And we're going to do one pass to see how well it does, and if it does well, we'll do a little bit more. But if it doesn't do well, I'll just take it back and tell them it was broken or something. Just like if you were going to Walmart and you bought the wrong size shirt or something. Just take it back. So we're going to unfold it. This is also the biggest one they have, and this is a smaller tractor, so just remember, for moving a little slower, that is why. Gonna lower it down, and we're gonna turn these puppies on. You hear the tractor idle up a little bit, and we'll send the drone up to get some footage of this at work. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that? You hear Ralph the barn cat meowing. He's acting like he hasn't had food in 3 days, but I can guarantee he's been fed. Yeah, I hear you, Ralph. Ralph is going to be the mascot of this YouTube channel, because he's always hungry, and he's always making noise whenever I'm recording. But I'm going to get out here and check it out to see how it's doing. It looks a lot better. Took a lot of the bumps out. It's still a little bumpy, but it's not near as bad. You like the jump there? Send the drone back up. Oop, back up. Turn it on. And we are going to lower the machine, and we're off. Now, I pretty much just bought this for my yard area because I'm not too worried about the fields, because most of my machines are big enough. It's just if I have to pull through my yard with my truck, Or if I get another tractor that was smaller than this New Holland, I'd probably want it or need it. So we're just going to finish this strip here. Now, if you were making straw for bedding for cows or for feed, or hay for feed, this is what you'd want to do. You want to flip it over because that lighter grass that's popping up indicates drier grass. And then you can come through and you could do windrows, which would put all these clippings into one big row, and you come through your baler. Which I could do that, then just sell everything. But I really don't want to take the time to do that. I don't have a use for it, and the money you get from it isn't really worth it. Because time is money, and you don't really want to be wasting money. I waste enough money on tractors. I think it looks good, nice and green and a lush, thick grass. I guess you can say this episode is going to be sponsored by Benadryl if you're allergic to grass. L1 circle on PlayStation to lift up the tedder. Fix our camera angle. Back here and go around. I'm just going to do one sweep. That's really all I'm worried about. Yeah, I don't see too much about this tool online or in the forums about how to use it or when to use it. So I figured this would give us a little bit of an opportunity to explore it and use New Holland. New Holland is pulling this thing pretty well. Very, very happy with it, of course. It's one of my favorite tractors. But it never hurts to have a dozen or so tractors at your disposal. Especially the bigger ones like the Colossus and the T9s. Which those are fantastic tractors. If you're looking to start farming, if you can get your hands on at least one of those, you'll be in business. And some might say this tedder is a little bit too big for this New Holland. But if you take it easy and take your time like I am, and if you see that it's starting to get clumped up too much, just back off the throttle a little bit. You can use these smaller tractors with these implements. This is a 13-meter wide tedder, which is the biggest one that they have in game. Well, just take it easy, it works. So, for now, we're going to go put this away, and I think this will be it for this episode of Cutting Grass Part 2. As you can see, it's a lot smoother. It's like driving in a yard instead of over rocks. The real test will be back when we get an old blue, the pickup truck. And we'll see if this really worked or not. There's still some ridges, but it's a lot more even. So we're going to park the New Holland outside. And getting the pick 'em up truck. Run down here. Tell you what, this Corsa system on this truck is amazing. Love it. We're going about 15-20 miles an hour. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Look at that. I could even do this before. So in the areas where I know I'm going to be driving the truck, I'll probably go through and do this. But if not, the grass will end up just growing back anyway, and the problem will be solved by itself. So maybe just the spots around the house where I drive through the yard, and down here where I cut the corners sometimes if I'm pulling a bigger trailer. But I think that's it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoy. Please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you guys like. Let me know what you don't like, but please be nice about it. And that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.